Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 260. It's the Tier 10 Soviet Premium Reward Tank, and it's located on the south spawn of Lakeville under the command of Awppenheimer, and he's in platoon with Chucky Claw and, is it Nerve Coating? Nerve Coaching! Well, Chucky Claw's in the EBR. And he's off, well, where did he go? Oh, he's around somewhere. There he is, off in the distance. Nerve Coaching's in the 277, and he's coming over with Awppenheimer to do the Valley. Now, don't normally do the Valley on Lakeville games, because if you do, well, you normally get hammered by the Arty. But there's only one Arty on this game. On the enemy team, a batch at 155.58, and that's well, 155mm of pain, but only 3 shots, 10 seconds apart, and he has a long reload. So Udez's first target takes a round for 495. Nerve Coating coming up as well. 2 objects working together. Oh dear, it's everyone's nightmare. And well. Went through the component of that E4, no problem. Is he going to go for it again? Yep. He's firing heat, so you would expect to go through. But if you didn't use heat, you would be finding life very, very tough on this sort of game. And another one, well, this time doesn't penetrate. They haven't been hit by the enemy Arty, but that might be very, very shortly. He does have a long reload, but he should have reloaded by now. So maybe he's not paying attention to us, he's actually paying attention to the town. Well, E4 gets it through this time, 435. Now the alpha damage on these rounds is 440, 122mm, but it is tier 10. Puts a round into the Udez again. Oh, took a round for 709 there from the E4. That hurt. Just checking as well where it went through. Going for the E4 again. Yep, and he's out the game. He took a round there from his own teammate. That was Nerve Coating. Shot him in the back of the turret. Ouch. Puts one into the Udez. Yep, be more careful with your own teammate. Hopefully they were on TeamSpeak and one apologised to the other. Oops, I've suddenly shot you. And hopefully he won't regret losing that 519 hit points later on during the game. Well, Nerve Coaching managed to get the Udez, but the guys in the town aren't doing so well. In fact, they're being pushed out of the town back towards our gap. And now we're fighting this cram farm. Well, that's a little more difficult because we've got the 60 TP the other side as well. And both of those tanks are very difficult to kill. In fact, behind the 60 TP... Oh, and there goes our teammate Chucky Claw in the EBR 105. And I don't think he's going to last very long, but he has managed to drive past both of them. Maybe that distracted them long enough. Oh, and he set fire to the cram barn. Well done, Chucky Claw there. He set fire to the rear of that cram barn. Must have put a round right up his... Yeah, and he's got him. Or is it Nerve Coaching got him? So now, 60 TP and then the 704. But they're going to have to return to their own cap because it's in danger of being overrun. Going for the 60 TP. Puts one in, 469. He's still firing the heat. Going for the 704 now. Go for the lower plate. Yep, gets that one through. 482 high roll, but he does get hit by the 704 for 192. Chucky Claw finishes off the 704, and he's just killed the 60 TP. I mean, that was Awppenheimer, but he is going to have to return to cap. Yep, there's 3 enemies in the cap. No, 2 now. I think they want to no cap kill all. It's even on numbers. I think he's going to take the direct route. Chucky Claw, you're not supposed to kill yourself. Well, it was a comical way of doing it. He just leapt over that rock at high speed, went right up in the air, and came down rather hard at the other end. What a way to die. I hope they need his hit points at the end of the game, but I think they probably are going to need them. Now, Awppenheimer's down to 509 hit points. He blocked that shot from the Conqueror. There's Nerve Coating going in with his 277. He's still got a lot of hit points. They're whittling away at these tanks, but they are still outnumbered by 2 now. The Conqueror's gone. They've still got somebody in the cap though. And a Type 4's just turned up as well. It's the IS-7 they've got still in the cap. And now behind them they've got a Striv. And Awppenheimer puts a round into him. He's reverse side scraping onto this Striv, who bounces around from him and puts one back in for 434 low roll. But it's now just Nerve Coating and Awppenheimer trying to defend their cap. Fires underneath the wreck, doesn't get it into the target, but he's now going to have to hold this corner, because otherwise if he does come out to the open, that Striv's going to take him. Remember, it's 390 alpha on that Striv. So Awppenheimer's only going to survive 2 rounds if he does get hit. Ow! That hurts. And yes, he has been hit by the IS-7 for 425. Now he's a one-shot. The Striv could finish him off. And in fact, they're going for it now. He's all on his own. Nerve Coating's been killed. He was taken out by the Type 4. And here comes the Type 4 to finish him off. Going for the cupola. No, didn't get it through. And the Type 4's obviously going to have a derp. There's the Striv. He does get the Striv, but he's finished off by the Type 4. The last 2 left alive. He was down to 1 versus 2. He finished off the Striv, but couldn't finish off the Type 4 rather, and that was the end of the game. So very close, but not quite there. And he did need those hit points right at the end. If only he hadn't lost those hit points to Nerve Coating, Nerve Coaching I should say, I think he could have survived the battle and killed the Type 4, but it just didn't work out that way. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a first class tanker for Awppenheimer in the Object 260. He got a fighter badge, duelist, fire for effect, and a bruiser medal. Out of the minor medals, he picked up the High Calibre for dealing the most damage in that game overall, and a win rate of 13,533. In fact, there's so many results of that, you have to scroll the page in order to see all the damage he actually did to the enemy. Let's have a look at team score. There you go, right at the top of the table, 7,733 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer was Nerve Coaching with 6,606 hit points. But unfortunately, between them, wasn't enough. We got Chucky Claw was the next highest scorer on their team with 2,746, and he did get that Cranvan, which is a very useful kill. But yeah, we can see that Chucky Nerve Coaching managed to get a Top Gun and a Defender medal by going into the cap and taking out the IS-7, or taking out the Conqueror, and collecting at least 80, or at least 70 rather, defense points on the cap. He actually got 82 in that one. But when it came to kills, yep, it was Nerve Coaching was 6. Awppenheimer managed to get 4, and the next highest score was the IS-7 managed to get 3 kills. When it came to base XP, well, unfortunately, it was the IS-7 with 1,073 did the best. Then came the AMX 1390, 1,009, and then the next IS-7 on the enemy team with 861. We've got Nerve Coaching getting 784, slightly more than Awppenheimer, and Awppenheimer getting 779, and Chucky Claw got 457, so he still did very well. Let's have a look at detail. Oppenheimer fired 27 rounds in that game. He got 24 direct hits and 20 penetrations. I think that's mostly down to the fact he was using a lot of heat ammo, so his rounds were going through when he aimed them at the right places. Damage of 7,733 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 15 hits from the enemy, 3 penetrations, 9 non-penetrations, and 3 hits as a result of splash damage. He blocked damage of 2,900 hit points. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, so there was only 4 enemy vehicles he didn't touch during that game. And he also got 3 defense points from hitting enemies that were in the cap. What else? Well, on the credits side, on premium count, he earned 72,308 credits, and he gets the Courageous Resistance Award because he managed to pick up a High Calibre in a losing game. So 6,299 from that. And he got compensation from nerve coaching for 15,414 credits. I think he would have preferred the win rather than losing those hit points. So his total came to 94,020. But after repair and ammunition resupply and an awful lot of heat was used in that game, he actually ended up with a loss, 33,369 credits. Well, there you go. 2 bonds for getting the High Calibre because this was tier 10. And he also earned 1,168 XP, 651 for Courageous Resistance, 528 for completing the mission and events, and 91 XP because this is a premium vehicle, a reward one, but a premium vehicle nonetheless. And that makes a total of 2,438 experience points altogether. So, a very good platoon. In fact, they did very, very well overall, but just unfortunately, I think that one shot by nerve coaching stopped them from getting a win, because if he hadn't taken away those hit points from Awppenheimer, I'm pretty sure Awppenheimer would have survived one shot from the Type 4, and then maybe, just maybe, he would have been able to take him out because he was the last enemy alive. So we'll see. We'll never know if he would have done. But there's many more games by Awppenheimer coming up, and I'm sure you'll find some more interesting ones to watch. So do stick around, watch our channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Please do subscribe if you can, and hopefully you'll be seeing some really good replays by Awppenheimer very shortly. Thanks for watching.